Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, all my content creators and YouTubers. It is another day. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I could not wait to show you guys my rose bush that has bloomed. And we are always talking about putting seeds in the ground, and you will reap a harvest in due season. The same thing goes for this rose bush. Now, I did not prune this rose bush because a lot of people say you have to prune it to get it full and see your growth, but that's not always the case because I didn't prune this one. I just let it grow and do what it wanted to do. And that's the same way in life sometimes. We'll get caught up on all the wrong things. And sometimes you just got to let life be. You got to live life at your own level. You just got to, get out and do things. Do things that you normally wouldn't do. You got to change up sometimes. You don't always have to go by man's rules. In everything you do, let me be really clear. Make sure it's decently and in order. Make sure you do it according to the will of God. You know, you always got to do them self checkups. And sometimes, people tell you it's okay to do this or do that. Just make sure you checking yourself up and saying, set boundaries and say, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it in order. Just because you can do something don't make you do it. You still need to be considerate and ask yourself, how much is it going to cost me? So I just wanted you guys to see my rose bush for today. And then this morning I was reading out of Matthew 6:33, and we all know what it says. And for those that don't, it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things will be added unto you." And as I was reading it and just going through it again, because every time you read the Bible, it can be today or it can be 30 years from now. It's going to do some revelation. It's going to reveal something new to you. So you can go through the Bible in a year, come back again the next year, and it's going to still reveal something else to you. So it gets deeper and deeper, and you get more clarity. So that's why I always tell people it's not a right or wrong or definite or that's it and that's all. The only that's it and that's all is once you get a clear understanding of what God is trying to interpret to you, then it's a finite. That's it. That's all. God stamped it, and there's no more to it. But until you get to that level that you have reached that kind of growth, then you're always going to be seeing something different or something new. So so I was reading in Matthew 6:33, and it was saying, like I said, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things will be added unto you. And then I decided to go back up and read, and God was saying, when he started off, he was telling the people, he was like, don't do stuff for people just so that you can talk about it or for it to be put on display, or you want somebody to know that you did something for that person. God said, he got something for those type people. Whenever you do something for somebody, you do it and do it unto the Lord and let God reward you. But you don't have to tell everybody, oh, I did this for that person or I did that. The Bible says you shouldn't do that. And that's in Matthew 6:33 when you're reading. So go read it for yourself. And if you find something different or interpret something different, make sure you bring it and add it to the comments. Because this is all about just being in relationship with God, talking, and iron sharpening iron. No right or wrong. Just, if you got a thought and you want to put it in there, go right ahead. And so the next part I was reading is when God was saying to them, he said, also, when you go and you pray, you go into your closet and you pray, and you or in your home or wherever your place of peace is, you go there and it's just you and God. Whatever you got to talk about or pray about, it's between you and God. It's not something for you to put on display and say, Lord, go, like he said, don't go standing in the corners or the highways and the byways, or you want to be seen so this man will praise you and say, oh, look at him, he's preaching the word or praying. And just the Bible say don't do all that. You don't have to do all that, because they're going to know you. People are going to know you by the type of fruit that you bear. It's love, joy, peace, long suffering. And I say long suffering, you have to underline that 3 times, because a lot of people feel like, if I don't come across elegant, or if I don't do it a certain way, then it's not for me. That's not the case. It's for all of us. It doesn't matter. Anybody can bring you a word. Anybody can give you some knowledge. So never say that nobody has anything that they can add to you, at no level when it comes to spirituality. Because sometimes we could be all deep, and you can go back and somebody can give you something real simple, and you hadn't even thought about that or seen it from that way or that perspective. So sometimes you have to open your mind and look at it from a different angle. And also, he was saying, even when you fast, the Bible said when you fast, you don't have to go out and publicly let it be known that you're fasting. God said, you do what you gotta do. You fast. That's another private moment between you and God, because He's the one who's gonna reward you. That's your time with Him. So He said, wipe your face. You don't have to put it on advertisement to people that, hey, I'm fasting, and don't do that. And a lot of people do it, but don't do it. God has told you. Go read in Matthew 6:33. When He tells you, He said, yes, fast, but that's between me and you. And I will openly reward you and give you what you're asking for. But you don't have to tell everybody that you're asking me for it. And a lot of times I'm like that when I do stuff for people. I don't like to be put on the front line saying, oh, she did this. Like, even with my family or people that I know, I always tell them, if I do something for you, please I don't want everybody to know that I did it, or because it starts to, from what I've experienced, it's caused a lot of confusion. Because people looking at it from different angles, or sometimes even the person that you do it for can kind of get hung up on stuff and all the wrong things. So I always like to just do what I'm gonna do and just keep moving. You don't have to give me the credit for it. God gonna give me my credit. I don't need credit from man. It's God that I want to do it. If you do stuff unto God, then you don't have to worry about if a man gonna hurt you. Or when I say man, that goes for them. It's no gender in heaven, so it works both ways. So I don't have to worry about a person or what they're gonna think or what they're gonna say or anything like that when you're doing it unto God. And so that's where I was reading today, and I was looking at my rose bush to kind of rant on and get off that subject. I just wanted to give you a quick word for today. But never let anything stop you. Go do whatever you want to do and be great. When I planted my rose bush, I didn't think about anything. I always heard the saying about wake up and smell the roses. So I said, yeah, I love to wake up and smell the roses, but I want to plant my own roses so I can get up when I want to and smell my roses, look at my roses, adore my roses. And I ain't got to wait for a person to bring me roses. And I'ma still love these people from the same angle, because I don't have to wait for nobody to bring me my roses. I grow my own roses. And so this is just one of my rose bushes, and I looked and I said, oh my God, like, I planted it, I waited, and I got the rewards. And now every day that I wake up and I walk out of my front door, I get to see my rose bush. And I mean, it's just blooming everywhere, blooming. So look at it, it's beautiful. So, like, I don't know, what are you guys planning for this season? Like, I don't have a green thumb. So some people really got a green thumb. I don't really have a green thumb, but this right here, I'm really proud of my rose bush, because I really didn't think it would do what it's doing and the way it's blooming, but it's really brought a lot of joy to me. And it continuously blooms. It comes back every year. So this is one of the things that just came. I have some red tips that I'm working on too. This is for my gardeners. I'm not a big gardener, you guys. I plant a few things, and just to see it come up is such a joy, because sometimes when I plant the flowers, they don't do as well, but my roses, it seems like I got that down pat. And the red tips are coming along. They're coming along. I'll show you guys them at a later time, but they're really coming along. So for my gardeners and people that love to garden and like the therapy of gardening, let me know what you guys are planting. Drop it in the comments. If you got any tips on gardening that other people could use or any ideas, drop it in the comments. Because, I mean, sharing is caring. So we're always trying to help each other and pay it forward. So you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all your support. And of course, I'm doing longer form content because I'm trying to get my watch hours up. So make sure you guys are supporting me with that. And of course, I go to everybody else's channels, and I'm watching and supporting because I'm also going to return the support. But just thank you guys, and continue to get your roses. Continue getting your roses and enjoying life, enjoying the moment. I love living in the moment now. I don't put limitations on what I can and can't do. So I just live in the moment, and this is just one of my moments. My moments that I decided to grow my rose bush, and as you guys see, I'm reaping the rewards from it. So that's anything in life. It takes time, and I did have those moments. And everybody, you're gonna have those moments when you say, "Oh my God, I just wish you to come on. I just want to see. I want to see," but it took a little time, and each year it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, don't give up. Keep doing, keep posting your content. It's gonna eventually take off. So it's not about a viral moment or about, you know, I mean, it may be for some people, but for me it's about enjoying life and just sharing with other people. So have a great day, you guys.